Welcome to another episode of Beautiful Salad. Today we're going to talk about the 10 happiest countries in 2020. What do you think happiness means? Money does not necessarily mean happiness. Some of the richest countries in the world are not even in the top 15. According to the UN, happiness is ranked by 6 key factors. These factors are income, freedom, trust, health, life expectancy, social support, and generosity. Now that we know what makes a happy country, let's move on to the list. Number 10. Luxembourg. Luxembourg is a small country with a population under 600,000. The capital is Luxembourg City. This country offers high salaries and a strong social security. A person's average salary in Luxembourg is $5,560 per month. This means you will earn about $66,700 a year. The average salary is currently higher than France, Germany, and Belgium. An average family in Luxembourg spends $1,700 a month. This country also has a wonderful work-life balance. Did you know it is mandatory to go on vacation in Luxembourg? They get 5 weeks off just to relax. Luxembourg also has the highest GDP per capita in the world, as of 2020. The average life expectancy in Luxembourg is 82 years old. The healthcare system in Luxembourg is also very good. It offers free, high-quality healthcare. People above the age of 27 pay for their care, but they get their money back after the treatment. The government takes care of the payments for anybody under the age of 27. Luxembourg has improved a lot since last year. Last year, this country was ranked the 14th happiest country in the world. Number 9. Austria. Austria is a country in Europe which is bordered by Germany, Italy, Switzerland, Czechia, Slovakia, Hungary, Slovenia, and Liechtenstein. It has a population of about 9 million. The capital of Austria is the city-state Vienna. Austria has the 14th highest GDP per capita in the world. The average household in Austria earns around $37,900 a year. An average Austrian citizen earns around $3,400 a month. The average life expectancy in Austria is 81 years old. Austria's healthcare system is one of the best in the world. 99% of the country is covered with free public health insurance. The remaining 1% pays for private health insurance. Austria's healthcare system is an important part of the country. Since 2019, Austria has climbed one spot up on the happiness list. Number 8. New Zealand. New Zealand is the only country on this list that is in the southern hemisphere. This country is located about 2,600 miles off the coast of Australia. New Zealand has hung at the 8th spot for the past 5 years. The capital of this country is Wellington. Did you know that Wellington is the 3rd happiest city in the world? There are about 4.8 million people in this country. The average life expectancy in New Zealand is 82.36 years old. New Zealand also has one of the lowest crime rates in the world. The average person in New Zealand will earn about $52,000 a year. Most 4-person households earn more than $100,000 a year. In New Zealand, healthcare is free or low cost for citizens. Citizens have the choice to take government insurance or private insurance. People from other countries can get healthcare at a cost. They should also have medical insurance from their home country. Due to high income and great healthcare, New Zealand can easily be determined as one of the happiest countries in the world. Number 7. Sweden. Sweden is one of the 5 Nordic countries that will appear on this list. The capital of Sweden is Stockholm. Sweden is home to more than 10 million people. This country was also 7th place last year. The average life expectancy in Sweden is 82 years old. On average, a person in Sweden earns about $3,520 a month. This means that a household, on average, will earn more than $30,000 a year. In Sweden, most people do not work over their required time. Only 1% of people work over their required times. Another great thing about Sweden is the healthcare system. All residents in Sweden have public healthcare. Emergency care is given to all citizens and people from certain countries. Only 13% of the working population has a private healthcare. The government charges money for the care, but they also use taxes to get resources and equipment. This is how Sweden's healthcare system works. The way Sweden organizes its healthcare and its low cost of living really makes us one of the happiest countries in the world. Number 6. Netherlands. This year, number 6 on the list is the Netherlands. The Netherlands were 5th place last year, but they couldn't make the top 5 this year. This country is home to more than 17 million people, and 1.15 million live in the capital, Amsterdam. The average life expectancy for the Dutch is 82 years old. This is just like Sweden. The average person in this country earns around $41,200 a year, meaning you get about $3,400 a month. The average household spends 40% of their income per month. The healthcare system in the Netherlands is very different compared to the countries that we already saw. In the Netherlands, most people have private insurance. You must pay for the insurance, but the government works with these companies. The government takes care of anybody under the age of 18. This is how the Netherlands healthcare system works. Now let's move on to the top 5. Number 5. Norway. Norway is the 5th happiest country in the world. In 2017, it was the happiest, but over these 2 years, it has slipped to the 5th spot. The population in this country is just over 5 million people. Around 600,000 people live in the capital, Oslo. The average life expectancy is 82.5 years old. The average income is $3,500 a month, meaning about $42,000 a year. Most households in this country spend about $3,000 a month. This shows the cost of living in this country. The healthcare system in Norway is just like several other countries on this list. They offer free healthcare and get equipment for it from the taxes. Only 10% of the population has a private insurance. This is usually for a shorter wait time during emergencies. As you can see, Norwegians trust their government a lot. This is how they are one of the happiest countries in the world. Number 4. Iceland. Iceland has been 4th place on the list for the 3rd time in a row. This country only has a population of about 350,000 people. 130,000 people live in the capital, Reykjavik. Iceland has the 10th lowest population density in the world, which is 9 people per square mile. The average life expectancy is 82 years old. Icelanders usually earn about $5,500 a month. On average, they earn $66,000 a year. Did you know Iceland was the first country to make men and women have equal pay? This happened in 2018. Most people in this country spend about $200,000 a month. Another interesting fact about this country is that it has one of the highest average salaries in Europe. Iceland's healthcare system is also very helpful towards the people. It offers free insurance to every legal citizen, and you can visit specialists anytime you want. This is a very simple system that helps residents. Iceland deserves this 4th spot because it offers high wages and a simple healthcare system. Number 3. Switzerland. Switzerland has improved a lot from last year. Last year, the country was 6th place on the list. This time it is 3rd. The capital of Switzerland is Bern. The population in this country is well over 8.5 million people, and about 430,000 people live in the capital. The Swiss people have an average life expectancy of 83.84 years old. This is one of the highest rates in the world. The average household in Switzerland earns $37,500 a year after deductions such as tax and food. On average, a person usually earns $6,900 a month. 80% of people from the ages 15 to 64 have a paying job. Another good thing about this country is that only 0.4% of the working population works very long hours. Now let's look at this wonderful country's healthcare. Switzerland does not offer free public insurance like most countries on this list. All residents are legally required to have insurance from private insurers. Adults also pay yearly for all the services. In Switzerland, health insurance coverage is almost at 100%. In order to get better hospital accommodations, some residents opt for supplemental private insurance. This is how the healthcare system in Switzerland works. With all this information, we can clearly see that the Swiss people are happy with their country. Number 2. Denmark. Denmark is 2nd place this year, just like last year. Copenhagen is the capital of this country. The population is around 5.8 million and 1.3 million live in Copenhagen. The average life expectancy is 81 years. A household in Denmark usually earns about $30,000 a year. This is after taxes and other spendings. An average Dane's salary is about $4,100. Did you know that 3 out of 4 Danish people above the age of 15 have a job? This is a significant part of happiness in this country. The healthcare system in Denmark is slightly different compared to the other ones on this list. The government does offer free insurance to all residents, but people have to pay for certain services. Services such as specialist care, hospitals, and long-term care are free. Others such as drugs and dental care cost money. You can also get private insurance to cover these payments. This is how the healthcare system in this country works. In total, most residents in this country lead happy lives. Number 1. Finland. For the 3rd year in a row, Finland has been at the top of the list. Finland is a country in Europe that borders Sweden, Norway, and Russia. There are more than 5.5 million people that live in this country. 1.3 million people live in the capital, a coastal city called Helsinki. The average life expectancy is like most countries on this list, the age of 82. An average person in Finland earns about $3,900 a month. This is before their taxes and other deductions. After deduction, an average household will earn about $30,000 a year. A large portion of the population has a job. The healthcare system in Finland is also very interesting. City and town governments run the healthcare system. The cities and towns offer public insurance for free. These municipalities also run their own healthcare centers. These are for easy access during emergencies or regular appointments. However, the Finnish government has started to change to a family doctor system. A family doctor system works like this. For every doctor, there are a certain number of families. Whenever a family needs assistance, the doctor will come to visit the patients. In Finland, one doctor is usually responsible for over 2,000 patients. This is how Finland runs its healthcare system. As you can see, Finland deserves the top spot. So those are the 10 happiest countries in the world. Do you want to move to one of these countries? If so, which one? Tell us in the comments. Thank you for watching the video and have a great day. Remember to like, subscribe, and share. See you next time!